fathers,
Okay.
they started stepping in and becoming Indians. So when the United States government set up the Bureau of Indian Affairs,
Okay.
they also set up something called the Dawes Commission in 1904. So what happened is the people on the reservations are basically the descendants of these children of these so-called white men who were having babies with our women.
The children of Israel.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And because the Indian tribes that became matriarch at the time, it allowed them to step in and take land because through the women, you could be considered an Indian at that point.
Oh, okay. Could that be why everybody thinks this today, that you are, your lineage come from your mother?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So the majority of the people, especially the five civilized tribes, the Cherokees, the Chickasaw, the Cherokees, Chickasaw.
Washitaw?
No, not Washitaw. The ones in Florida. What are they called?
Seminole?
The Seminole, the Cheyenne, and there's one more. I don't have them. I don't know them all by heart.
Choctaw?
Choctaw, yeah.
Okay.
Those are the five civilized tribes. The reason why they're called civilized tribes is because those are the only ones that practice slavery.
Oh, okay.
The reason why they practice slavery, they enslaved the black Indians.
Okay. Who are who?
Who are the mound builders.
Okay.
And they're also known as freemen.
Okay.
So their descendants today, the descendants of these white Indians who enslaved the true Indians, have now passed a law to kick the freemen out of their tribes.
Right. I heard that they can't be involved with the Indian affairs anymore.
But it's not that they're real Indians. They're considered Indians because their ancestors were allowed to sign up on the Dawes rolls. That's why they're Indians now.
Okay.
Did you know that Will Rogers, who has absolutely no Indian blood in him, in 1930 was considered a Cherokee Indian because him and his wife were allowed to sign up on the Dawes rolls?
So what was the advantages of this?
The advantages was the government gave them all the land.
How much land? You know?
There's millions of acres of land that are reservation lands that are controlled by Caucasian people, call themselves Indians.
That's interesting. There's a lot of information that people out there need to know. You know, do the research. What's it called? The Dawes?
The Dawes Rolls or the Dawes Commission.
Could you spell it for them so they could?
It's D-A-W-Z.
D-A-W-Z.
D-A-W-Z. And the majority of the Indians in America are actually descendants of Caucasian people, and they are not Indian at all. And the ones that aren't Caucasian are descendants of Chinese and Caucasian.
Okay, so not the ones that were actually mixed with the...
No, the ones that came on the Bering Strait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they always say that that's how the people came here to the Americas on the Bering Strait, but that's pretty rugged
terrain.
Terrain.
Yeah, they didn't want
we sailed here, you know, as we can read in the Apocrypha in 2nd Ezra 13 and 40 down to tell you how we came over after the Assyrian captivity.
After the Assyrian captivity, we came on ships. And we weren't living in teepees.
Right.
We had cities that America has never seen. The cities we had far surpass anything that we have in this country today. The pyramid cities. We had running water inside of the pyramid mounds, hot running water from the springs.
Natural water. Clean water.
None was polluted.
Electricity.
We flew. That's why, who you think invented the blimp? A Negro.
A so-called Negro.
A so-called Negro. And they said the Wright brothers invented the airplane. Wright brothers didn't even know how to fly a kite. It was a black man that invented the airplane.
I've seen on the pyramids where they have helicopters. And they have the blimp.
And the helicopter was invented by a black man in America. Black American. Mighty funny that our ancestors did all the inventing. That's because it's in the spirit. It goes back thousands of years. We always have. There's a scripture that says the thing that was is that shall be. Can you read that real fast? There's no new thing under the sun.
You know which one it is?
It's, what is it? Has it ever been said this is new?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes, yeah. So, what we have today, the majority of people in America are a product of government conspiracies and lies to cover up the truth, and there's a lot of people who aren't who they perceive to be. There's a lot of Caucasian people who come directly from Negro blood and don't even know it because their ancestors didn't tell them.
Well, this is Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
See? It says what?
There is no new thing under the sun.
Read the next one.
Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?
So is the airplane, the blimp, the helicopter? Read it again.
Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?
This is only here because of modern technology. What does the rest of it say?
It has been already of old time, which was before us. That's
Everything
right.
existed.
Because I gotta look at, we have pictures of, in Egypt, on the pyramids, helicopters.
I happen to have them with me.
And blimps.
Certain
things that we see that, because you got to look at, that's why we got the Discovery Channel and the History Channel, things that are being discovered now that we already had the technology of how to do. That's why they can't build a pyramid today.
And it's mighty funny that our ancestors were in Egypt and these things were on the pyramids proven, and then our ancestors came to America and we invented them.
China, all in Asia, all from the pyramids, everywhere. They're all over the world.
Yeah.
Wherever we were at. That was
Wherever
the technology
we were
we
at.
had.
That's the technology we had. Now you're starting to see it. So this is what America has covered up, the history of the mound builder civilizations. The reason why is because, here you go right here. Look at it. Right on the pyramids. Flying vehicles right on the pyramid.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Right. Yeah. Just like an airplane.
Yeah, airplanes. There's a blimp, there's a hovercraft, there's a helicopter, everything. Our ancestors invented everything.
It says, from this image, we see many craft that resemble modern day flying machines.
Yeah.
They were all right here. I wish we had a camera where you could actually see this.
Yeah.
Is there a site they can go to get it?
It's not on the internet no more.
Well, it's not.
They can come to us.
Yeah, they can come. Right. You can come to us. We can show you.
We can show you and teach you this information. But what has happened is the schools, the school books, the historians, the archaeologists, all of the so-called Caucasian people, I'll say, not white man, all of the Caucasian, the upper elite of the Caucasian people.
The upper elite.
The upper elite. We got to make a difference because the regular Caucasian people, they don't know.
Right.
They're as much victims as we are.
Right.
But the upper elite of the Caucasian race has done everything to wipe all this history away so it's like it never existed. The only reason it's here today is because of archaeology.
That's right. Because the Most High says the earth shall open up her mouth and swallow up all the lies that's been taught on this earth.
That's right.
And it has done that.
And it's done that. And we have books. Here's another book called Early America Revisited by Ivan Van Sertima. And there's a black man, an Olmec head, and what do you see on his head? Those are French braids.
Where?
That's the head. This is just an up-close shot of the head with the braids.
Oh, right here?
Those are French braids.
Yeah, right. They're French braids. Sure is. I'm trying to figure it out.
That's from Mexico. Those are French braids of the Olmec head, right there.
That was part of the man's culture to braid his hair.
That's part of our culture. When you read it, said Samson's hair was in 3 locks.
Right.
It was in 3 braids.
Right.
We have pictures of Christ and he had his hair French braided.
Yes.
That's our custom. Here's another book said they came before Columbus. Proof that the so-called Negroes were here way before the slave trade. And that the African presence in America, they came before Columbus, Ivan Van Sertima.
There's another book called Before the Mayflower by LaRon Bennett Jr. that you can get. It's called Before the Mayflower by LaRon Bennett Jr. That will give you a lot of exclusive information to show you that we established the 13 colonies in America.
Here's another one, African Presence in Early America by Ivan Van Sertima, and they have a image right there of a so-called Negro right on the front of the book. So my question is this: if it didn't exist, why would these images be here everywhere?
Right.
Here's another book called Black Indians by William Loren Katz. And when you look at the images of the indigenous peoples of America, they weren't red, they were black. jet black. Some of them had curly hair, some have straight hair. Hollywood has influenced our mental thinking on what an Indian should look like.
True.
But the Indians of the Americas were so-called Negroes, the Mound builders, the children of Israel.
That's very interesting. Now, I hope that this information was very valuable to you, and I hope you'll do your research, do your searching, do search out, like Christ said, search the scriptures.
Search the scriptures.
For any of you think you have eternal life, and they are they that testify of me. So all this coincides with what the word says, but we just wanted to bring out some information so that, a lot of times, people need to see certain things. A lot of you might not really, cultivate to the Bible, but this is information that you can actually look up yourself to find. It all goes with the word of the Most High, the word of Mashiach Yahushua, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua, because He's given us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to see what it is that we need to see in these last days, to open up our minds from the gross ignorance. The world is in gross ignorance.
That's right.
Everybody's in gross ignorance, just like we were, until we start doing the searching out of the things that are put here and that our ancestors left here. You cannot gainsay on this particular face there. That's a so-called Negro face, the Olmec head with the helmet on it.
Yep.
And we have a rock that our brother, the Emperor's son, has,
with the ancient Hebrew.
Right, he has an ancient Hebrew, curly head, a nappy head with the ancient Hebrew on it. That's over 2,000 years old.
And can I say something?
Yes.
The reason why the Olmecs were wearing helmets, and these are the football helmets of the early days.
Right.
The reason why is because our ancestors in the Americas were playing tackle football, they were playing soccer, they were playing baseball, all of these different things, basketball, all these different things that they say were invented by so-called white people, our ancestors were already playing them, they just copied it.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Shitterwism, where I'm bringing you nothing but the truth. Now, if you'd like further information, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California. You can call me at 562-426-3084, and that zip code is 90801. And until I see you again, I thank you, my brother, for being here.
Right.
And we're out.
Shalom.
Brother, can't you see?